So it's raining outside, it's very late at night, and Mr. Bear um, was noting that here's another way that we can track weather and follow weather patterns and whatnot without electronics. I didn't see this one coming. I read about it here and there, and I didn't um, I didn't track it down to the day or the hour on the computers or on the device. And I didn't look at the weather service yet, but I knew there was rain coming. And I knew that there was a window of time between, what is it? I can be very specific, between 11 p.m., which has gone by a couple hours ago, and 11 a.m. the next day, which is 12 hours. It will be raining, and 12 hours of rain, this drizzle, but I can hear a pitter patter. It's loud enough on the roof that it's making a heck of a noise, and I'm wearing earbuds so I can barely hear it. It's distracting to what I'm doing, creating here and creating there, creating content. Um, Weather. One of the things that I noticed, and I said it in a previous video, is that people water their lawns and they water all kinds of things when it's going to rain. That's something to watch for. It's very predictable. Another one is that sometimes you get this feeling like I'm pointing to my third eye because it's almost an intuitive feeling of heaviness. And often I reflect on, like, okay, what did I do? What is the feeling inside me? And it just feels like, like a kind of a letdown of something, an energetic drop. And I noticed that is from the barometric pressure increasing and pressing on me. I feel like a oppressed human, not an oppressed human, but I feel pressed down by the environment, by the weather. So those are two things to watch for if you're not using electronics and you don't have your device and it's out of range or whatever. Watch what other people do. If 1 out of 10 people will water their lawns or water something when it's supposed to rain within 12 hours. Another thing that I noted, would just point out three things altogether, is last night when I was observing the moon, there was a halo around the moon. And that's always an indication that in this atmosphere, there is enough moisture that it creates a halo, almost like a rainbow ring. And I suppose if I did magnify it and look at it more closely, that ring is in fact a rainbow, and it's in the atmosphere, high in the atmosphere. It's an indication that there's a great deal of moisture, enough that it'll appear that we don't see it with the sun as much because it's so bright and it cracks through a lot of that. It's just too warm. But the moonlight at night, when the earth has had a chance, the atmosphere has had a chance to cool down a little bit, that forms differently. And around the moon, particularly when the moon is halfway or more, we can see this halo around the moon. So if you're in a place where you can see that, I mean, even observing from a cityscape and whatnot, when you look at the moon, if you're seeing another ring around it of light, likely that means it's going to rain within 2 days. That's what I always say. For the moon, it'll rain within 2 days. So that gives you a pretty good picture also. Of course, if it's the new moon, then you should be feeling for rocks on the ground and if they're sweating, that thing, which I pointed out in an earlier video. So weather without electronics, and here I am using an electronic to get the weather information out to you. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for being curious about weather without electronics or weather without a device. There are many ways to tell weather and to pick up on that um, going forward. I have more information in the coming videos. Thank you for watching. Cheers.